Hey guys, just want to let you all know that Beckon the game is in development and the prototype demo is on Steam now. Free to try out. Just go over there, hit download. If you would, add it to your wish list. It helps us out over there. And if you encounter any bugs or any issues, just let us know in the discussions there at the bottom. It's going to be a 20 to 30 hour epic RPG mix of Final Fantasy and Super Punch Out. We've had a lot of fun doing it. But we're also trying to get Beckon Recourse finished for you guys. Then shortly after that, we'll be getting back onto Beckon the game and going full steam. If you want to check us out, hit the links in the description. Hi guys, hi again. Last night was a little bit of a doozy. Had a lot of fun. But right now we're tightening it back up. You know, we're getting wound a little tighter. So how are you guys doing? Hopefully you brought your A game today. Noob mode. Yeah. It's funny. Just kind of hanging around, talking more. We're gonna do this again. So it just games weren't working right. I was really kind of excited again. In the mornings, I'm a lot more kind of tied together, but I get towards the end of the night and I start slipping and wanting to have silly goose time. So we're doing this in the morning, and I'm gonna try to go over basically what I did yesterday and see what we got here as far as like two different options. But thought the redo would be funny. But yeah, so what I was kind of going on yesterday, and again, welcome. What's up, D-Wags? Good to see you, buddy. So, and yeah, as normal, if anyone's even up or watching or pops up, I didn't even make a post that I was doing the redo. As y'all come in, we'll say hey to you. But yeah, I was talking all kinds of stuff last night, like what's going on with the comic book, what's going on with the game stuff, and we tried to cover it all, but things weren't really happening. And I've played the newer build that he sent me. I did play it, and it has another kind of quirk right there at the beginning. It kind of makes things really sluggish if it's not handled right. So I still have to talk to him about making a change on that. But I could try to replay that new build. The one I didn't play. I played the build right before it, and it had some control quirks that he had ironed out. Like I was saying, I kept trying to go, yeah, he's fixed this. But there's still other issues and stuff. I mean, it's a complicated system, and it reaches back into a bunch of the other mechanics and the structs, and that's what we're kind of honing up right now. And he's been working really hard on it, putting in a heck load of time and effort, and we're talking about it all the time. So he's really kicking butt, really is. And if I wasn't clear about that last night, whoops. Part of the thing about that is like, yeah, things don't work, when you don't expect, when you expect them to kind of like click in, like the combos. For some reason, that comment, and we knew it wasn't on that last build, but that's why he built a new build where it does work. So I do have that ready to play, to kind of show, like I said, I'm kind of doing a redo situation. So as far as the game's concerned, like things are going forward. And I'll get back to that when I get it loaded up here. The things with the comic book, though, as you guys have seen in the previous episode, I was working on this cover right here for what I'm visualizing is going to be the cover for the mainline book 2. But at the same time, listening to a lot of the great, in my opinion, obviously my opinion, awesome criticisms, comments from people that are helping me hone into what this next book is really going to be. I've already got a script for this set in my head. I'm going to keep probably working that out because it is there and it is paid. So if I can get that crystallized more, I might be just ready to go to the next book and keep running. What do you say, D-Wag? I think all the other silly geese are sleeping. Yeah, it's all right. They'll be like, what the heck did Zade do? Redo. Uh-oh. So back to though. Yeah, so I've got a couple of ideas because I can either jump around a little bit and kind of pull into other areas of Beckon's story and still build all of this up, or stick with what I'm doing, which I think is what I'm going to do. The next mainline book will be a direct sequel to the first book. So this cover is still good to go so far. So that's the plan there. But then I was talking about these 10-page comic books, and how I've got 3 of them planned up. I could start playing around with those, but I wanted to do those traditionally. So I don't have the setup right now to get everything out. To do it and have it dedicated and the pages protected, I need a dedicated space to it. It wasn't much how the portrait works, the graphite portraits for the campaign. Those, I was able to kind of tuck in a corner real quick and, kind of pull those things off without, much worry. But if I'm working on big full pages that, are going to be beautiful and pristine, I need my own, protect. I got dogs and then me. So, but that's where I was going with here. I may turn at the end of this or the latter half of this redo show, I may come right back into here and start playing around a bit. If this is going to be that cover and it is going to be a direct sequel, then I do know who all these characters are. They're not just placeholders. I know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to put a cloak hood on this character or not, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so as far as what I was saying about other things, well, I had Amanda B throw an awesome compliment out there and criticism. I've had all kinds of you guys coming up and being like, dude, read the book. John Lombbox last night was like, hey, yeah, I got your book. I'm going to read it soon. Heck yeah. Or this weekend. So I'm like, yes. So everyone's getting to read it. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. The part that I was talking about with Amanda B's compliment, she noticed something that I'd been talking to D-Wag or a couple other people about, was how that ending for the first book kind of it's a callback to page 1. It's not self-contained, but it kind of is. It has an ending to it that didn't leave her feeling disappointed. She felt like it was a full, well-rounded ending to that book. Even though she knows there's more story, and even though she has questions about it, she said she liked what she had read, and it was awesome. So I was like, yes, and I was really feeling. I was like, yes, it worked. So I was on my roll last night. It's like, look at all the details. I read her comment like sentence by sentence, like, see how cool that is. So like I was having fun last night. But I let you guys know I got all the packages out now, so that's done. I'm so excited. I got Canada finally figured out. So again, if you have ordered and you have not gotten that package, I've got the tracking markers or the tracking numbers. I've been checking everything, and I got to do a little bit more of that backroom work, get everything down. And guys, we're ready to keep going. So on that note, I would like to show off some of the new game build. And again, good morning, everybody. Here's what we do. I noticed in the watch back, though, the game isn't running at full frames on a stream. I wouldn't imagine that it would, especially if I've got Photoshop up as well. Like, there's a lot of memory being yanked and tagged. But I could close Photoshop while I do that. So give me a second. I'm going to stop sharing that screen. Go ahead and shut down Photoshop. And it's got to save some stuff. Yeah, I was going to wear I don't have any Christmas sweaters, but I was going to wear my glasses, pull my hair back, shave, be like, hi, guys. But nah, we don't need everyone thinking I've got, personality disorders. Anyway, Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I knew I needed to close this down because it's taking quite a time to save. So we're good. Sweet. What's D-Wag saying? Spoilers. Somehow New Dawn 3D. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought that was pretty funny too. Like New Dawn, and we made the soap joke, and then I turned around and I said, "Oh, we're cleaning it up." And then I'm sitting there having silly goose time. All right. So here we go. Bring it up here. I need my web controls over here. And when I can get that loaded up, present, share screen. And I remember I needed to hit audio with that. So here we go, guys. We will try this out. Let's hide that. Okay, now we can hear it. And I do believe Dwight had put options in here for volumes. There we go. See how nice that was? Look at that. Main volume, we'll turn that down a bit. Yeah. It's got little kerplunches. Resolution, sound effects. Okay, cool. See, he's fancy. I wanted to show some of that stuff off too. Hey, Collision Bomb, how you doing? Heck yeah. If I click out to say, like, to show things, see how the sound just drops totally right off? So once I click back into it, yeah. Hey, what's up, Amanda B? Good to see you. Well, it's more of a redo from last night. I was a little silly goose. So yeah, we're doing a redo here. And I played the wrong build. So me and Dwight he was really wanting to show it off a little bit. We were asking people if they want to see it, and I ended up playing the wrong build. So whoops. So we're doing it again. We're doing it live. All right, new game. So, man, to be, it's all your fault. Nah, you gave me a really cool compliment. I went on for like 10 minutes over your post. I was like, oh my God, they like me. They really, really like me. So, all right. So, like I was saying last night, one of the big things Dwight has been crunching on heavy is the hardest part of the combat mechanics, which is what the whole game is around. That mechanic itself is combat. So in RPGs like Final Fantasy, magic systems are kind of the driving force, the intrigue of a lot of those game type systems. So and tactics come into play here with that along with skills and items, all of that you're going to be using tactically against your enemies, your foes, which we're going to design, test you up on that, particularly the bosses. Those are your tests. The other little, the lesser enemies are more of the lessons, the practice. But the bosses are the test. So, like I said, for this mechanic he's been playing with only for like a week or two. I don't think he's been working at it for 2 weeks on this one specifically, but it's the ability to find these load-ins. And right now they're just blinking in, blinking out. We can change that. I have plans to have them like clusters, like little gardens and stuff that we can go to, pick them up, come to, or not pick them up, save it till later. But he's also got, each load-in has its own stat too. It's got its own like health points, or what I'm calling dexterity. It's got its own level, and depending on the level, it changes what spells you're able to cast and the combos that you do in combat, both for when you're attacking and for turn-breaking defense. So I walked over here in the beginning and grabbed one of those load-ins. So now a lot of the stuff it's still placeholder, but we have the mechanics where you found one, you select the player to equip it, you select the slot you want it in, yes, and there it is. It's very rudimentary right now. I have a graphic where I want to set it up in a in a circular, situation like it looks like in the battle system. But the mechanics of equipping and then de-equipping, remove loading from player slot, that works too. So we have the ability to collect 99 of each type of loading right now, and the inventory holds to that, and you can equip them. Yes, and look how that auto filled. Heck yeah. Nice. Very fancy. Very fancy. Way to go. So yeah, we got that. That was a level 1 with a experience of 6, durability of 20. Oh, no. And yeah, hold on. It's got an experience of 6 and a dexterity of 23. So if he's moved forward, then there'll be a mechanic when I go into battle here that when I cast a spell, the dexterity will start to go down on the load, and it may shatter. That's the plan. So let me catch up here with you guys real quick. Amanda B, no worries. She said, I did like it, and it's not a genre I normally prefer to read. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was awesome. It really tickled me goofy last night. So thank you. All right, so let's get into another fight, or do I want another loading? I want another loading, and that's another combustive one. So I want to wait and find like this yellow one, but I don't want to get in a fight first because I want to fight with 2 loadings, so you see how you can equip them, switch them, and how the different effects. There we go. So let me go back into menu here, loading. Let's equip this one to the top slot. All right, so now we're there. Let's come back out. All right, so now let's get in the fight. Is my mouse on things? Yeah, it is. Let me move it out of the way. All right. Oh, there's a fight. Let's go. And I guess I could get Anel and Lane in on this, I believe, in this build, which would make combat go faster. I probably should have grabbed them first. All right, so we have loadings, and we have to hit our buttons to equip them. So I'm just going to go ahead. No. Okay, that's what it was. Sorry. I have to actually look around one of my monitors to see the prompt. That's why I was screwing up yesterday. All right. So I'm just kind of mashing on the guy, making y'all see that works. Let's go to... Oh, I got a block. Dang. All right, so I'm in slot 4. Okay, so that's another spell, ADW. There we go. Boom. So you're seeing that we can equip and de-equip, which is changing the spells. So in the next fights, we'll be able to see more of where the turn breaks are happening with the enemies. But that made that quick. Let me get some items here. Cool. Let me go ahead and talk to this guy real quick, because I think to solve the puzzle towards the end, I'm just going to click all the way through. So when we come and talk to him again, I'm kind of preserving all that for you. See how we were able to skip through the dialogue this time? And D-Wag says, can you guys have a full party in battle now? Yes, that's what I'm on my way to go do right now, is try to find Anel and Lane and bring them in on this. I know where Anel is right now, and I got to go to her next anyway. Wait a minute. Dwight's playing with me here. All right. We'll figure this out.
No one can pass.
Okay, so yeah. We can skip dialogue now. And if I come up here, it tells me the area is blocked by the guard. But really what that gate needs is a lever. I need to find the pieces of the lever. Or I think I have to talk to Lane and Anel once I find them. I don't know. Maybe this one we don't. I know in the older that build I accidentally played we could, but we also have a save. This is another thing Dwight's been busting hard on, is we can save now. We have save points. So that's pretty cool. well, you know, that's pretty cool. It's pretty dynamic when you get into the loading of them and stuff. But yeah, I don't know how much he's carried over from certain builds into this one. Yeah, like right now, it's like, okay, I thought I would find maybe we don't get the other, but we do in the other build. We played that on stream too, so watch, he's gonna surprise me. Okay, guess not. All right. Guess we're sticking with this for now. I'm going to go ahead and start showing you guys some of this. The enemies can now block you and turn break you when they decide to. So, and again, turn breaking is... Tosh has a higher speed, that's why he's getting those... there he is. Boom. So now the enemy stole my turn, is attacking me with combos. And now I have this ADW. Schwa. So that's eye for an eye combo. So you can now turn, they can turn break you can turn break them, and turn breaks and attacks have combo systems now. So it looked a little rudimentary because we don't have an animation for that that special combo move. But yeah. I just wanted them to turn break me. Okay, I get another. All right, let's go. AW. What? Dang. There we go. That's not his fault. It's working perfect. I just can't see the prompt on that side. I'm going to switch loadings to make it easier over here. Because the Gabusta one's just www. Dot. So, see, pop, 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 pop. Boom. But it only attacks one of them. So you can see how the other spell is actually, the other loading is more, it's more effective. Come on, let me get him. Sweet. Right, so we got a little bit more to run through here. I almost was for certain I'm going to go ahead and keep going here. I thought we'd have all three characters. But again, I know we do have it in the other build. Just wondering why he kind of... Maybe I'm not understanding how to unlock him this time. He likes throwing me curveballs like that. Hey, man, what you think about this? Let's see. I want to change targets. So I just switched targets to hit her, the Miglop in the center. So you can see this little red orb. That's our targeting. So that can change who you're attacking. Oh, what am I on? Oh, what am I on? www. Oh, interesting. So we got to hone in that phase of targeting. Because really didn't want to hit her first. And see how she blocks? Dang. Oh, turn breaking. Crap. Got it. Some widget timing. But yeah. All right, let's hold on. Number 4, skill. Oh, I don't have any. Okay. Yeah, I can't cast magic anymore. Not until I use an item, which I hope I have. Oh, I canceled them all out, did I? All right. item player. There we go. I was trying to equip that loading before I had a turn break with no loading on. I think that kind of pauses out the attack situation as it sits right now, which was a little bit of the hiccup that I was seeing earlier. That I was like, That's why I slowed down to try to grab that loading at first when I started playing, so I didn't get hung up on. I want to show combos, but without a loading, you can't do them. All right, so let's target her, get in there, and just walk. There, dead. Why does it want me to? All right, we got more widget stuff happening. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm out of ether, out of magic points again. So I can't cast. We'll have to have a fail state for that. But combo still works because they don't use magic points. So let's get more magic points. Which we're not needing magic points. We just haven't taken that function out per se. We're not until he gets the loadings charging up. What's going on? WWM. Here we go. Skill. Oh, it still won't let me, will it? Well, yeah. So there are, like I said, there's still chunks here that need some work. As far as and it's not letting me because I don't have magic points, but I don't have a meter either to tell. Because, like I said, we're pulling those mechanics out slowly and replacing them with better stuff. How is this guy? Good. I was about to say, why is he not taking damage? So we get in there. This is also why I was looking for the other two characters, because combat goes by quicker with the turn rotation happening. Nice sound effects. All right, one more rotation, we'll be out of this one. You can see how kind of a slog it is for certain things, and that makes me worried about. Oh, I did it, didn't I? And there's no return once that what. So I was telling him, when you're out of magic points, let's just not have it able to be selected, like that little button that says bump bump. Yeah, we just need to lock that function once our MP reaches 0. And that'll still allow the turn to be used. So. Done. All right. See that noise? Yeah. We need that to be like our cancel noise. So yes, this is where I think I'm going to find Lane and Anel. Because if I run back to where the guard was, so that's kind of the trigger point. You win 3 battles. Yep, there she is. And the sprite 4 isn't made yet, even though we do have some sprites that we could use. He's just, again, these are placeholders for mechanics. Do you hear that? There's screens below. Let's go find Lane. Right. All right. So we got a fight right there, and I can jump into it so you can see Anel. And I believe, let's see. Yeah, so now she's in our party. So that means we can get in a fight, and you can see her. But I actually want to go get Lane so you can see all 3 of them. But I guess I got to show you how it functions. So here we go. We'll just do this hopefully pretty quick. Now, she's already preloaded with load-ins. I probably should have grabbed some from her and attached them to Taj, or vice versa. But now we got the both of them here. So we'll work. Now, I got to switch. Oh, yeah. So you can switch targets mid-turn, by the way, like you just saw me do. Which is cool. That's what I wanted. I wanted us to be able to beat up on one and then come at the other. AD. Yes. The Miglop is going to heal the Glags. The Glags are the Miglop's little children. So, yeah. The whole object here is hit her first. And I keep attacking the left and right, even though I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure because she has the claws and the armor on the left and right side that left and right attacks don't work. You have to do verticals. So. Right, switch targets because we're trying to get her. See, 5, 5, 5 and vertical. Now she's blocking me. Turn right. Dang. What is it? And Anel's attack sprites aren't in yet, so they switched to Taj right now. So that's why you're seeing that. But the functions are there. So let's do it again. Let's see, we got 1132. Now, we used to have a mechanic where when you block, you gained MP. Like I said, we're taking a bunch of stuff out for the load-ins. All right. Let's end this thing. Come on. All right. So I'm going to go grab Lane. We'll have one more fight. So, boom, boom, boom. And I believe Lane has one of the pieces to the lever to that gate. Or not. I don't see him here. And I don't see a box down here. All right. See, Dwight's throwing me curveballs here. Oh, dang. I don't want to get in another fight yet. I could save. See, nothing popping up. We got that screen jitter happening because of a camera boundary. So if that looks like it's choppy, it is. You do gotta clean it up. Okay, so I don't know where Lane is. He might have hit it behind something. I don't know. Yes, we do have multiple characters. So I'm figuring like he's gonna just like pop out of nowhere and Dwight's be like, you were supposed to do this. But I know I have to have that lever before talking to him. So I don't know if this is basically the end of this build. I've got one more spot to really check to see, but yeah, I don't see him up here. We're down there anywhere. I mean, I know we can go up in here a little bit, but I'm not getting prompted to press any buttons. No. So yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I could explore around and again, like poke and prod at certain things, but I don't see us getting through that gate if we don't have the lever and we don't have lanes. Like I said, this build might just be, hold on, that right there, that might have spawned them. We got to work on that too. Nope, it didn't. Okay, yeah. So that might be the end of that build, actually. because I'm looking for Lane and I can't find him. So I don't think that got transferred over because we wanted to. We were reworking the puzzle that you're kind of having to do after fighting the 3 fights to get through that gate. That's what this is. We wanted to make it in such a way that when you're at...
The shot protecting the gate is missing. Shame. Can't you use the lever?
Right. But what lever? I don't have one. What lever? Don't have one. So I'm just trying to right now poke around. Dwight likes to make things certain punishing sometimes. So at the same time, I kind of tell him to do half of that anyway. But I'm thinking one of these things are going to trigger the spawning of Lane to be popping up right here. But he's not here. And there's not a box down here that would have a lever. So I am... My hands are in the air on this one. I don't know what to do. I have no clue what to do. So, yeah. I think Dwight had like certain type of secret buttons or whatever that allowed me to like all of a sudden have it or something like that. I forget what it was. But yeah. Looks like that's going to be the end of that. So I'm going to go up and save. So I'm saving the game state for development reasons because I'm going to ask him about that and load it back up, testing his loading or his save function here, which does work. I have played it. It does work. Let's see. It worked better before. Because I don't know if I can. Nah, I think this one's a little on the... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, certain things, even this build, certain things aren't kind of hidden. So, at least you guys are seeing what I was talking about with the functions of... yeah, see, it's not doing nothing right now. It's not good. Oh, hold on. Wow, I had to push a keyboard thing. Let's see. Overwrite. And now nothing. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So let's just call that. Anyway. Yeah, because I know that was giving them a little bit of problem before, but the cook may be bad, the build. But yes, you all did see a lot of it's functioning, it's working. You know, as far as, the things that we're working on right now, a lot of stuff are still broken, but we break things specifically and make things easier to go. You guys, game looks challenging. Thank you. That's Dwight's fault. in a good way. I mean, like, it looks good because he's doing good. He's killing it over there. So I gotta open up Photoshop again. We will work a little bit there on that cover, on that light latcher. But while that is loading up and all that, I did get King Cryptid. Heck yeah. Got my King Cryptid book in. So over there, Alterna Comics. Heck yeah. Pete Samedi. Hope you guys go check him out. Again, Alternative Comics. You all familiar with Pete Samedi. Y'all know. So, and it came with some cool stickers, bookmarks, all that stuff. And I've got I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 books in this. So I'm excited to crunch into that. And I'll, let me open that up for a second. Since I'm big right now. Oh, yeah. So we got King Cryptid. Boom. And then we got this one. I liked this cover. I remember him showing this one off. It was cool. Loved the shapes on that. And then the style again. Just love what Pete's able to pull together. Close Encounters. Oh, it's so awesome. So awesome. And then This one was another cover that I remember him posting. Everyone was going, dude, that's too cool. So yeah. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And then I showed off Crowfire Studios. So I did get Arvid's book. Finally, yes. Oh no, Peter. All right, here we go. There we go. Bop. Bop. So then I did get Crowfire Studios book, Band of the Crow, Arvid, and Oren. So I showed that off last night, but I'm going to show it off again. Remember, it's called a redo. But what's that, D-Wag? Let's see. It seems like the game development and features are moving pretty hastily, at least to my knowledge of how long games take. Yeah, I mean, Dwight, again, he's crunching it. And, I mean, once we get that combat system totally functional, no problems that are happening, the rest of it is setting up the scenarios. We write the scenarios, the enemy design, and we've got most of that charted out. I think the one thing I've left open was enemy design, because once we have all the spells working and the functions working, I wanted Dwight and me to have fun about, you know, how do you have to fight these enemies? What are they going to challenge you with? You know, especially when it comes to the bosses. So, and that's going to come with what items we get throughout the game. So the further you get, the cooler stuff you get. But yeah, Band of the Crow, guys. And I got all the covers. I got a couple extra books there. You know, I mean, we've seen this page, but some of these other pages we hadn't seen before just look really, really, really cool. Let's see, not that one, because we'd seen that one, which it's one of the neater ones. But yeah, we have pages like that. Really cool stuff. Oren and Arvid really kicked butt on this. I mean, the art is, I'm just, certain techniques that he's using, I'm like, oh, that works so well. So I've been eyeballing the crap out of it, you know, since I got it. But heck yeah, guys, great job. Great job. I'm not going to show every page here, but I mean, we get some neat shots. Emperors up on terraces, trinkets. Oh yeah, stuff is great. But yeah, go get you some. I don't know, like, does Arvid have extra copies? Does he have? I don't think he does. I think their next book or campaign is launching in March. Was it March or April? I know it's coming up soon. But Crowfire Studios, and it all came in this nice, pretty white box with this beautiful red interior. Look at it. So, I mean, awesome design, awesome stuff. That boy thick. Oh, yeah. That's different. So, but yeah. That's what's going on here. So I'm loading up that page now. I really do need to finish up on the animations so we can get those in to the game. But you saw they function, you know, with Anel's animation right now, just for function. You know, we just have it switch into Taj. It's up to me to animate them. So, but here we are with this, and I figure for the next 15 minutes, either I can start detailing up some face stuff here. I don't want to scribble, to be honest. I want to but I need to do more scribbling. You know what I could do is I'm going to run over here and I'm going to start working on this character. Now, it's going to be Eulaphy from the first book to Pestro's honey boo boo girlfriend, live-in roommate, baby mama, whatever you want to call her. So, or simply a wife. The thing is, I don't think they're going to be calling their significant others husbands and wives. But I guess I did say that in one of the bits. that I made early on. It doesn't feel right. So I want to kind of revisit that. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is, I said I wasn't sure if I wanted her in a hood or not. And I'm still not sure if I want her in a hood or not. We're going to have that in its own line layer. So if we want to change it, we can without ruining the rest of it. I'll merge it eventually to the rest of it, but as soon as I get like the right view of it. For right now, we got a hood, so the cranium comes like this. Means the jaw's coming down, jaws coming down, jaws coming down. Now, do I want her chin up, chin down? If it's chin up, looking up to hope, that's one thing. But if it's chin down, it's very determined, coming at us. Like, rah, sure. So, let's see. Songs like some monkey business. Yeah, song to, I don't know, sounds like. Yeah, we can get a grimace on her, or we can have her looking hopefully up or whatever, but I think I'm going to go looking down, determined, instead of looking up. And there's a lot of that I see, like these real determined faces on a lot of the cover characters of some books. We're getting these stern faces, these I'm going to kick your ass type looks. Don't mess with me. No. Was that Makimbe Mutombo? Not in my house. So, just kind of remembering her facial structure, getting those Jiri features popping. And that's the other thing, they have ears, so this hood's not going to stay that way. Either ears got to be under the hood, so it'll pop a shape up, or they're going to have holes in the hood, which why would you wear a hood if it's got holes in it? Just getting some marks in, not trying to be too incredibly detailed yet, just trying to carve out some general shapes. So yeah, let's see. Bam. Get that right. Ooh, yeah. So now we got the ears inside the hood. Let's see. What's D-Wag saying? I think your fat thumb text abilities are rubbing off on me. It's true. I got Shrek thumbs. It is true. Boy don't lie. The boy don't lie. All right, let's bring it in. The reason I'm going like that is I'm thinking her arm is going to be over here holding Sardaje somehow. But I think that position's way off. I'm just trying to find this proper silhouette right now. I really, like, with that look on her face, I almost want her to be holding like a blade or a dagger out in front of her, like, you're not going to get me. You know, like protecting him. Let's see. If we did some foreshortening. And so we would play that blade off in the front up here. Whatever it is. Her monkey knuckles right here. Or like something that's in the front. I don't know. Seems a bit blurry to me. Not hard to redraw. But I know, well, that's the other thing is DePestro still has the load-in. So I'm trying to think how I can incorporate I mean, she's going to be I'm almost saying things I don't want to say because I'm working on a new project now. It's like, okay, well, I'm working on it. Do I want to spoil it? I got to get back into, don't say everything. So, okay, if her arm isn't out front like that, and it isn't, like, I'm wanting her to kind of be cradling Sardaje over here. That means like a hit would be thrown this way. I guess I could get that dagger. That would be an interesting pose. Get that mama hip pushed out where the kid's sitting on the hip and she's sitting there like holding it like, no, you can't have him. Could be neat. Just playing with ideas, really. Let's see. Let's see. Turn that down more. That's what I'm saying. Like, that arm's got to be doing something interesting. And I don't just want to have it hanging out there. So, but I guess it could. I like it being out front more, though. I'm sorry you guys have to hear me kind of figure out the design while I'm doing it. And it could be slanted this way. We're going to want that baby somewhere here. So the head's going to be right there. What's up? What's mama doing? Holy crap. Oh, no. Oh, sitting on that hip and his little baby monkey feet popping up right here. I could throw him in a cloth and make that easier to deal with, but still need him. His arms out there. Her arm over here doing the cradle. And these things are still seeming scribbles, so. Get his little baby chin in there and those jeery baby ears. Think about that little tail popped up over here, and I guess hers too. But I don't know. I'm almost all right on that one. What's this? But yeah, I'm almost okay with that. It's not too horribly bad. I got some main lines here to kind of. I just need to keep things flowy. Keep things in motion. And that is a pretty static stance. But that's where fabrics come into play. Yay, fabrics. So yeah, that's a really, really quick, nasty gesture of that. I'm going to clean up what's behind it so I can see it a little better. Don't be afraid to push it. says D-Way. Don't be afraid to push it. Give it your all. Not sure what he means by push the pose. If I did, I'd go real. I'm trying to keep it somewhat consecutive with the first one with the layout. There's not a lot of foreshortening happening, like perspective foreshortening being pushed. There is a little bit on certain aspects, but I still had a very like centered, dynamic person in the front. So Tepestro was the one on the first book doing that. And his wasn't perspective. It was more like I said, kind of a fronted, staged, posed kind of look to it. But all the things around him in that first, let's see, I can even bring it up. We keep talking about it, but you've all seen it. But maybe other people, I don't know. See how much fun this is? You guys are great. Yeah. Let me just bring it up because that's the only part of it I'm talking about right now. So I would say that the watcher here has a little bit of perspective on him because we're looking at the under chin. The hand is close to us. There it could be very slight, same type of not as extreme worm's eye view going on here with Eulafi and Sardaje. But as far as the central figure here, there's not a lot of perspective or like foreshortening as much as you see with his hand or like her arm right here. But yeah, so in this, trying to keep that somewhat consistent by having, at least her in the center here, not really pushing perspectives, but the characters that will sit over here and here might be an extreme, worm's eye perspective. And with whatever background elements that I'm going to be throwing up, onto it would do. But these shapes got to change. Got a couple more minutes here, guys. Thank you all for hanging out on the redo. It's good to see you guys again. Sorry things got a little hairy last night, but we're back. We're in it. And I'm glad that the new build, the combos are working. There's still a lot of stuff that's been done. A lot of great. I don't like those hands. Trying to give compliments while I draw. A lot of great progress has been made. And again, I wasn't lying last night. I'm extremely lucky. And wasn't patronizing him either. That game, the fact that it even works and doesn't crash and it's an original concept from us, heck yeah. And then it works. We're happy that it's working. We're happy that we're making it. I couldn't have been luckier. So heck yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. I know this is a little weird. Like I said, I don't like that hand. I'm gonna have to work a little bit more on that to get that. I think I know exactly what it is, but this is dirty. This is dirty tactics. I need to get it right. I don't need to do like adjustments like this. I need to just get it right when I draw it. But dirty tactic. And it's still not great, but hey. Let's see. Yeah, it's that forefinger. Yeah, I like the idea of Eulafi having knife or dagger here. I'm not saying that it's going to be... no, I can't say anything. Can't say nothing. Can't say nothing right now. And I got to change that angle. So, one more second. So if she's going to do it there, and if I want that silhouette to strike more, I got to rotate that hand, which I was just showing you guys. I don't like doing dirty moves like this. Dirty deeds. Thunder Cheeks. Yeah, I know that's not what it says, but that's my lyric. All right. This, little that. Okay, guys. It's 12 o'clock. We did it. We did it. We're here. We did it. So I'll keep working on some things. We might be a little bit more going forward next week. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing some stuff properly this time. This was a redo, so share it with your friends. So I know you all did so much of that last night for me. So thank you all again. Sorry that I got put on private. It's not like I don't have it, but if we ever do a Patreon. So all right, we'll talk to you all later. Out.